Number 3, conflict avoidance. I learned as a kid that there were 2 ways you dealt with conflict. You dealt with conflict either by avoiding it, or you dealt with conflict by beating the crap out of it. And I don't mean in terms of a fight. I mean in terms of it was either don't deal with it or attack it with everything you got. That's and some of that is old brain, right? Our brains were designed with fight or flight. And actually there were 3. It's fight, flight, or freeze. But really, if you think of fight, flight, or freeze, flight and freeze is a conflict avoidance, and fight is conflict. So our old brains tell us that when there's a problem, we should either run away from it, not deal with it, or we should fight it, attack it. And neither is the right energy. Because it's not going to go away if you avoid it, right? It's not going to go away. If that lion's coming at you, you could go up the tree, but the lion still could come get you. And the problem's not going away. You can avoid it for a while, but it's not going to go away. So how do you develop a way to manage conflict? Constructive questioning. And this is adapted. This is a really great 3-step technique that is adapted from Susan Scott's Fierce Conversations. Susan Scott's Fierce Conversations. It's actually 7 steps in Susan Scott's framework. But in order for you to be able to use it in a simple way, and I would encourage you to get the book, great book, great theory here. But in order to be able to use the tactics and tools in a simple way, I would just break them down into three steps. Number 1, identify the problem. What's the problem? Number 2, step 2, what is your contribution to the problem? What is your contribution, not the other person's contribution to the problem? What is your contribution to the problem? And then step number 3, how can we resolve this? And those are the actual words that you can use as it relates to constructive questioning. So again, I was helping. This wasn't exactly conflict, but it was a challenge that resulted in a tough conversation. And the circumstance behind it was that a member of my team, of one of my teams, was not showing up, was missing stuff. Okay, so identify the problem. Hey, missing stuff. Now, what was my contribution to the problem? Well, my contribution to the problem is that last year I didn't address it. I didn't address the problem. Why didn't I address it? Because, well, there were a lot of reasons. Because and it goes back to the drama triangle in many respects, right? He said, hey, it's I just don't feel good, and it's this or this. So there was a lot of victim in what he was sharing, and then there was contrition, and then there was, oh well, this isn't working for me. So then there was some persecutor energy, and I was in rescuer mode, and so I was trying to avoid and manage the conflict rather than really constructively work to solve it. So hey, my contribution, I said last year, I didn't really raise this as an issue. And what ended up happening is that we didn't hit our goals as a team, and you didn't hit your goals. And I know you wanted to hit your goals. So my contribution to the problem is by not addressing it early and often. Now that doesn't mean every session every coaching session or every this or every that, every opportunity, it's hey, this is a problem, but I didn't address it at all. I didn't say this isn't okay. And my contribution to the problem is that I didn't tell you that we've got to really show up, especially when things aren't going well. So how can we resolve this? How can we resolve this? And what I'm going to do is I'm bringing another level of energy to this. And this year, I'm bringing another level of energy. This year, the part of the solution is going to be me saying, hey, this isn't okay. And it's not okay because I love you and care for you. And I love and care for the team. And if you're not performing the way you want to perform, then you're not feeling good. And if you're not feeling good, then the team's not doing the way that it should. And then none of us. And then I'm not feeling good. And so no one's feeling good. And I'm not good with that. I'm not okay with that anymore. I'm breaking the pattern. That pattern, that's old. That is 2022. This is 2023. So identify the problem, your contribution, and then how can we resolve this? This is constructive questioning. What's my contribution? We don't come into a situation. Often we go into that persecutor mode or victim mode. We need creator energy. We need challenger energy. How can we resolve this?